One of the biggest challenges in SMMA isn't just about getting leads, but it's actually converting them into paying clients. But once you manage to do that, it's only up from there. And a lot of people actually struggle with sales, whether it's just positioning your offer correctly on the call, handling objections, or just feeling confident overall. Sales is literally the most important skill that you need to master no matter what it is that you do in life, okay? And in terms of online business, it doesn't matter if you don't even hop on sales calls, and it doesn't matter if you have an SDR to do all of the sales calls for you. Sales is so important. In online business, sales is inevitable, okay? So in this video, I'm gonna take you through this sales call that I have with a potential client, whom I still work with to this day, in fact. This call is going to highlight exactly what it's like when I hop on sales calls with my clients from my SMMA agency, and exactly how it works when I talk to the business owner or the prospect and run them through the process. But before we dive in, I actually just want to break down what you should be listening for, because I don't just want you to watch this video and not learn anything from it. I'll be letting this video play out, but just watch out for these few elements so that you can actually learn something from watching this video. First, the structure of the call, okay? Every single sales call that I hop on, I follow a very specific structure. And every single sales call follows a certain flow. It's not just a random conversation. There's an introduction where I just have small talk with them, I build up rapport with them, and I actually set myself as an authority. Then I go into the discovery phase where I find out their pain points and I just ask them a bunch of questions to understand every single thing about them and their situation. After that, I determine whether or not this is actually somebody that I can help and work with, and if so, I present them the solution and how it connects to exactly what it is that they need. Then at the end, I handle any objections that they have, I address any concerns, any questions, before I actually go on to just close the deal. Secondly, you need to watch how I position the offer. A lot of beginners, when it comes to hopping on sales calls, actually just list the features, like we run ads for you, we do appointment setting, we generate more leads. But what actually gets the client to convert is to show them how your solution will directly impact or benefit their business to bring in more revenue or to bring in more appointments. And third, objection handling. Almost every single business owner will have doubts, okay? Many of them have maybe worked with other marketing agencies that haven't really worked for them. So you need to honestly understand the stereotype that comes towards marketing agencies and build such an amount of trust in a way where you stand out completely. And personally, I did that by just showing them how much I understand, how much I'm aware of the stereotype, and what actually makes me different. My job on this call is to not only answer their questions, but it's to actually shift their mindset to feeling confident and moving forward with this strategy that's completely tailored to them. So as you watch, pay very close attention to how I build up the rapport, how I build the relationship with this client, how I structure my offer, and how I handle any pushback. And by the end of this, you'll have a much clearer idea on how to actually run a sales call successfully. I'm going to be letting the recording run, but if you do want me to make another video where I detail every single part of the sales call to give you a better understanding on what I was doing on certain moments, then make sure to let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to do that for you. So let's get into it.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, awesome. By the way, do you mind if I record this call so I have just something to refer to?
No, not at all.
All right, awesome. Are you available for the next 40 minutes or so?
Not that long. No, actually, I had a client reschedule, so I only have like 20 minutes.
Okay, that's fine. I'll try and keep it as quick as possible. I was going over your Instagram page right before this call, and I saw that you recently moved into a new studio. Is that right?
Yes.
Wow, congratulations. That's amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
awesome.
just gonna, listen to you while I plug my computer in.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'd love to get to know you personally, but since we've only got around like 20 minutes, should we just like jump straight into it?
Okay.
All right, awesome. Go ahead and plug your computer in. No worries.
Okay. All right, go ahead. You're plugged in.
All right, awesome. So yeah, before we jump into basically this system that I built out for you and how it works, I'm just going to ask you a few questions to basically understand exactly what position you're currently in. And how your business is running. Then I'll tell you a bit more about what I do and how I could help you out. And if we both agree that we would be a good fit to work together, then I just show you how it works and what we do in the next steps.
Is it a CRM and all of that? Because I've had a company before a couple years ago.
Mhm.
He was cool. I don't. It's just whatever, but whatever. So I know how CRMs work. I know how kind of everything works. So I've been there, done that, moved on, all of that. So
Mhm.
just kind of explain to me what from you guys, what's gonna have what's what basically.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, so it does have a bit of CRMs involved. It's a more developed process because of the technologies that we have currently. I'd love to get into detail about that and show you basically how this has worked for some of our other clients. But could I just ask you like a few questions to understand how your
Yeah,
business
yeah,
is
go ahead.
running so I can understand? Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. So, out of all the services that you're offering at the moment, what would you say is bringing like most of the revenue in?
Um, Really, it's just the ombre brow service
Mm-hmm.
and my tattoos, which I don't really advertise tattooing. I just advertise
Mm-hmm.
the brows. I'm
Okay.
trying to. I don't want to steer away from tattoos. I want to do brows more, and I want to do the
Okay.
permanent makeup more. So I just really want to advertise for the permanent makeup. But
Mm-hmm.
really, tattooing and the ombre brow is really what's kept me like a little bit of somewhat income, which I'm
Okay.
still at a loss because I basically, with the rebranding and moving into the new salon, I basically started over. So it's like a brand new business. So
Okay.
right now, my clientele is very slim to none, if you get my drift. I have all of my older clients who return for touch ups and whatnot, but I don't have a lot of new clientele, which I've been working on doing and advertising and whatnot. I've also branched into an aftercare line of my own line, my own brand, and so I have that out. It's out. It's a cleanser, a balm, and a butter. You can use
Mm-hmm.
it for tattoos or your permanent makeup or everyday life. It's all natural products. So I want it to be completely organic. You can eat it if you want, but it's probably gross tasty. But and then I'm starting a cosmetic line, not a full line of cosmetics, just a couple products that I like a lot, which would be eyelashes, um,
Mm-hmm.
like eyebrow brushes, the spoolies and whatnot, those two. And then like eyeshadow, glitter eyeshadow, and liner and
Mm-hmm.
lipstick. Really,
Okay.
that's pretty
All
much
right.
that. But that still in works. But
Mm-hmm.
my lashes line is out. So I did
Okay.
start an lash line. So it's Red's Beauty Inc., which is the name of the company. And then there's Red's Lashtitude, which is kind of like a extension sister.
Mm-hmm.
And then the aftercare, which is just Red's Beauty Inc. Ink Armor.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. So that sounds great. And I'm glad that you're sort of investing yourself in these other services. I do think that Ombre Brows would be a good service to advertise since for my current clients we're doing a microblading, but I'm aware that with um, permanent eyebrows, you have ombre brows, you have microblading, you have all these different services. So I do think
Well,
that my
yeah,
ombre brows
I
would be a
like microblading a lot. However, it's just where I live here. It's so hot that
right.
everybody turns oily here. So
Hmm.
being so oily, I can't. Majority of my clients they don't qualify for microblading because they're too oily. Their skin is too oily, and
Hmm.
like I have to use specific pigment for specific. Pretty much almost all my clients because I specialize in mature skin and like aging skin, and then so us women over 40, and
Hmm.
then and then I also specialize in alopecia patients, thinning hair, patients who don't have a lot of hair, and then also a lot of removal services.
Hmm. Okay. Awesome. And so, yeah, I think we could focus on ombre brows primarily. How are you usually pricing that?
So I usually price it at 600, and that includes your first touch up. That way they don't
Okay.
have to pay for a touch up when they come back. Um, But with rebranding and restarting and everything like that, I kind of lowered my price to 5, and that doesn't include their touch up. However, I give them half off both touch ups if they need to.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So they still get that same discount. It's just not in the same spots.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. And so you obviously have the $600 package, and now so you're moving forward to $500, but without the first touch up, right?
Right.
Okay, awesome.
And are you doing this yourself, or do you have any co-founders that sort of help you with? Wow, awesome. And
I
do
go
you
on top.
service everything yourself as well?
Everything.
Amazing. Wow, I
Every,
I really value that. That's
every,
a lot of work, honestly.
everything.
Wow. Wow. Cheers to you. That's amazing.
Thank you.
And yeah, that's all good. Thanks for sharing that with me. And so I also just want to get to know more about the position that you're currently in. So you told me that you just sort of rebranded your new business by moving into this new salon. And so before you said that you've worked with another company before, what is it that you?
I just worked with another marketing firm, kind of like you guys, with a
Okay.
CRM. They ran ads for me, this, that, and the other. They would get my clients, they'd take the calls, they'd take the messages, they do all that stuff basically,
Mm-hmm.
which was helpful because then I don't have to sit and do everything.
Mm-hmm.
But they had me running, I've run ads myself plenty of times. And I have
Okay.
never in my life spent as much money on ads as I did with them. Like, no joke. I'm
Okay.
talking, I started out okay because it was like, a dollar, $5, $9, $20, $19. And then it was like $15. Then it was $25. I'm like, okay, that's not horrible. But then when it's
Mm-hmm.
every week, all week long, like 3 times a week, I'm 25, 75. Now I'm at 150. So now I've spent 75, 25, and 150 in 1 week on ads. Now we're talking the next month, $300 Facebook wanted to charge me. And then like 2 weeks later, I'm getting charged another $300. I'm like, what
Mm-hmm.
the hell is, so now I'm at 600 in 1 month. And you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? And I'm talking, I think I probably did 300 in, I mean, sorry, $900 in advertising ads on Facebook only
Mm-hmm.
in ads. I'm like, that's like half my, and this is when I first started years ago. So that
Mm-hmm.
was like half my income that month. So it was
Mm-hmm.
like, I still had to pay my salon. I still had to get product. I still had to get my supply, everything, all of everything. And it was like, I only had really 2 good months where I actually had some sort of an income.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so, so obviously you were spending money on ads, right? Did you get an ROI from it? Did you perhaps like make your money back and more?
Nope.
Okay.
And then that marketing firm, we signed a contract and everything like that. And somehow or another, we lost contact for a second because my phone went into the lake. And I
Oh,
couldn't log into WhatsApp. I couldn't log into Facebook, Instagram, nothing. They wouldn't verify me. I couldn't figure out what happened. So somehow or another, it all then dawned on me. Oh, Facebook Messenger. I can message him on Facebook and I can get in contact with him that way. So we were out of contact like a week and a half-ish while I was trying to figure out how to get back online on my accounts with a different phone because it was at the bottom of a lake. And I got a hold of him. We spoke, and then he said, "Well, let me get back with you in a couple hours or so." And I never heard back from him ever.
wow. Wow. Honestly, yeah, I've heard a lot of stories from a few clients that I've worked with about agencies who have burned them. And I know that there's obviously that common stereotype within certain agencies and companies that you work with. So yeah, I appreciate you sharing that with me. And yeah, obviously, it sucks, right? That
Yeah,
you spent $900 a month and got no ROI. As you said, it was half your income, but if you had gotten an ROI, it would have helped you at
right,
least. It would have
right.
been worth it.
Yeah,
So yeah, I do think it's also in terms of the system that they offer you. And the fact that it didn't work just says a lot about what they were offering, right? And things change a lot. I'll get into more detail about that. And so you said that obviously with this company you didn't find any success. Were there any other systems that you used that you found worked for you?
no, they're all the same to me. To be honest with you, I've been with the beauty business people. I've been around everywhere. So I've talked with a lot of people. There's all the ads that pop up when you're on Facebook. Oh, we'll get you 30 something clients in a month or you don't pay. But yet
Hmm.
when you sign up and you go to talk with them, they want like 15 grand. And I'm just like, you guys are on crack.
Hmm.
Like you're on crack.
Hmm.
I told you from the get-go that yes, I'm gonna put money into my business because it's my business.
Hmm.
But I told you also I don't have like funds like that. and you guys are still pressuring me. And it's like everyone you talk to, they're all like that. And I've had you, and I've had one other guy who I talked with a long while back. I don't remember who he was, but he was said 15 leads, 15 leads that turn to clients a month, or you don't pay, and you don't pay anything until you get those clients.
Okay.
And I was like, well, that can work, because I'll tell you right now, I am not paying no more than, I want to say $20, to be honest with you, for anybody to help me get any leads until I get them and they pay me. Because I'll tell you right now, I have told the last company I worked with that disappeared, and I've told everybody before that too that I didn't really fully work on with, that you don't understand Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Nevada is another type of breed. The people here, they don't want to spend the money, but they want to spend the money, if that makes sense. They're very greedy about their money, but yet they want to spend it, but yet they don't want to spend it, if that makes sense.
It sort of makes sense. I understand where you're coming from, though. I totally understand where you're coming from. Yeah, I appreciate you telling me all that. But I sort of want to wind back to, basically, you said that obviously you're rebranding and you're looking to reinvest to what you know would work. How many clients are you usually bringing in every month at the moment?
There is no, there's no statistics for it yet, because I just reopened in November.
Okay. And so obviously you said that you've worked with some companies before in the past. Why is it that you haven't tried like other services?
It's not that it didn't work with them, because it was working if we kept going. If my phone hadn't fallen in the lake, I want to say, it would have kept going. However, we would have stopped paying that much money in ads. You know what I mean? Because we were starting to talk about it. I was like, look, because he even actually put some money in for ads too. Because we ended up signing another contract later on as a 50-50 partner.
Okay.
So why he disappeared on me, I don't understand, but it is what it is. That's neither here nor there. And he was a good person, and they were good, and it was working, but it was just like I couldn't afford the ads, and that was where we were going with the whole everything, and we were starting to work on it, and then he disappeared on me. So it was like, he did put money in. Of course he did, because he put man hours in. He put other people's hours in that he was paying. You know what I mean? And then he put his own money in. I think he put 200 in ads. And, so it wasn't that he wasn't committed or helping or any of that. It's just stuff happens, and everything happens for a reason. So it is what it is. But I mean, I know that all of those systems work. And I know any system that you can put into place and you can make it work. It's whether you put in the effort is what it really is, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%. I totally agree with that, to be honest. And so, obviously, you're saying that your budget was tight at that time.
Still is.
How much? Still is, right? Yeah. So, how much would you say that?
I was working full time then too.
Okay.
So I was working around being a mail carrier for the post office. Okay. So working for the post office, you never know what time you're going to get off. So I was literally going to work at 8 a.m., working till 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night at the post office. And then I would go to my salon and have one client and working until 10, 11 o'clock at night. So I was working from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. almost every single day.
Right. Okay. And so are you currently in that position where you're sort of doing permanent makeup like part-time, or do you have like any other?
No, not at all. I want to be completely full. I want to be so booked I have to hire people. I want to be so booked I have to hire people and get a bigger salon. I want to be so booked I have to get 2 salons. You know what I mean? That type of deal.
Yeah.
That's the plan, obviously, the long end game. But right now it's just me, and I'm full-time, but I'm full-time at home because I don't have clients all day. So I'll be working on my lash line or my cosmetic line or my store front or, whatever, my online e-commerce, all of that stuff too. I'll be posting my ads, everything, because I have that AI generator with my ads and stuff. So I'll get like a week's worth of posts ready and then generate those, fill out the pictures, all that. And then bam, they'll just every morning, blah, 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 and I don't have to worry about it. So, this, that, and the other. And it's like every time I get into something and it's good and it's working, another company messages me and then they want this, that, and the other, and then it's a free trial, and I forget about the free trial, and the next thing you know, I'm being charged and this, that, and the other. So now it's like I have to re-go over everything, and I have to like figure out which ones I started trials with and which ones I didn't, and subscriptions, because they're just start taking money out, and I have no idea when money comes out, and now all of a sudden I get overdraft. So it's like,
Right.
that's right. That. If you
Yeah,
get,
I totally understand right now, and obviously it's your money, right? I'm not gonna try and overspend any of your money on ads. Like, I'm very strict in terms of the financial spending of my clients' ads. And you said that obviously your budget is kind of tight right now. How much would you say you would have to invest in ads, like per day, for example?
well, what I do is I run an ad for 2 or 3 days, and then I stop the ad. I just run it for 2 or 3 days for $20, and then I don't run an ad. I'll just start putting an ad on Craigslist, or I'll throw an ad out on somewhere here like Nextdoor or whatever, or Facebook ad. I'll just put a free Facebook or a free Google one, or just a whole bunch of Instagram ones, TikTok too. I have my TikTok because I have all my stores too, where I sell my products. So I start doing all of that. So then I just throw out posts, and then I throw out more posts, or I throw out pictures, or, or salon pictures, or me with my product, or just me with my customers, or whatever, so it's a lot of word of mouth. So I don't spend a lot on ads.
Okay.
And I don't plan to spend more than a couple $100 a month ever right now.
Okay. So
I mean, until I have funds to do so and need to or whatnot, because I know I need them, but I can't afford it, honestly. And because back then I was working full time, like I said, and I was working for the post office, so I had an income coming in. And right now I have a fixed income. I'm on Social Security, so I had to medically retire from the post office. So that's why I am full time with my business. It's just I don't have the clients to keep me full time. I don't have the clients to have the full time income coming in. The expenses are going out while the income isn't coming.
Right. Yeah, I totally understand that. And obviously, I want to try and obviously adapt to your budget and what you can afford. So you said that you weren't willing to invest more than a couple $100. How much do you think that would be?
Not for now. I really feel like a couple $100 a month is okay to start and get a few clients. Like, I'm talking 5 clients for a month right now, like new ones. Just, you know what I mean? 5 to 10 new ones for the month. And then what if that happens, then bam, I'll give you 500 to do ads or something. You know what I mean? Like, because I just feel like I'm running ads for no fucking reason. Excuse my language. But
No worries.
all this money for all these ads and nothing. I'm getting nothing from them. Nothing. And I get it. Like, when I started with the last company, it took a minute to get the CRM and the ads running and see which ads were working. I understand that 1 million. It took a good month. I want to say a good month to solidly get the right ads working and this, that, and the other. But to run them every single day completely like that, that's not necessary.
Okay.
Because it's like, it's not a fixed price. It's continuous. Then you get billed, and you're still continuing to build money in ads as you just paid it. And next thing you know, you're about to get another bill, and it's going to be triple the size because they don't stop. They just keep running the ad, and the ad just runs and runs and runs 24/7 all month long.
Okay. Yeah. So I want to be honest with you. That's usually how ads work, but there is a specific feature in the ads where you basically let Facebook decide your budget in terms of how it thinks it would perform. And so I find that sort of strange, though, because usually how I would run my ads and how I have run ads for my clients is that we do it continuously, right? But we keep a fixed price. So we make sure that
that's okay, though.
Okay.
But that's okay because there's a fixed price. If I know what I'm paying a month for ads, and I can set that aside to have that, or prepay that, you know what I'm saying? Then we're good. We're fine, because then I know how much I'm paying in ads. when, like I said before, it was an unknown. And when it first started, it was like $1, $5, $9. I was like, oh, this is nothing. That's nothing for ads. I'm like, why does everybody complain? And then that's when, and I was like, now I see why everybody complains.
Right. Yeah, no. I do understand your frustration because I would be frustrated as well. That's not normal. No agency should be spending your money without giving you a fixed price, right? And so,
Right.
yeah, in terms of Facebook, I think they might have used the feature where Facebook basically decides your budget. But that's really inefficient, to be honest, because then you got to keep track of the performances and then which ads are spending more and all that, and that's just super inefficient.
And that's exactly what I'm pretty positive they were doing, because it was like, I had all these ads running, and it was like, okay, now this one's disabled, because I would go and look, and I'm like, okay, this is disabled. I guess that one wasn't doing well. And I'm like, oh, there's the clicks on it. And I'm like, okay, okay, so I see that one's good. That one's good. Okay. It's like, so, but they're running 3 at one time at said price, said price, said price. So that was why I kept getting billed 3 or so times every week.
Right.
And the next thing you know, I'm spending $900 a month.
Okay. Yeah, I totally understand. By the way, is your name actually Red? Is that like the nickname?
It's my nickname.
Okay, awesome. Can I call you Red?
Yes.
Okay, awesome, Red.
My name is Michelle, if you want to know.
Okay, awesome. So I'll just call you Red. No worries, because your hair is
I
red.
don't know why my nickname's Red, though.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll just call you by Red. But yeah, Red, I really appreciate you being honest with me and telling me all of this. I know that we don't have a lot of time here. Can you stay for a little longer?
I could probably do about 10 more minutes or so, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, I just want to clarify that I'm not just here to obviously set up the CRM, but I'm here to partner up with you, adapt what works for you, and just make sure that you achieve your goal. And eventually, if in the long term, help you expand to new locations and be so booked out that you basically need to hire more people, right?
I would love that. That would be fantastic.
And so, based on everything that you've told me so far, I do absolutely think I could help you out. Did you have any other questions, or can I just basically explain how it works?
Go.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, as you know, most agencies, when they reach out to you, they obviously try and offer marketing or advertising, but that can be structured in many different ways, right? And so it depends on what you're really looking to achieve. And so a lot of our competitors, as you said, you've done as well, you've sort of just run ads to basically get awareness, right? But so ads work very specifically, and it's not about if they work, it's about how well they work.
Right.
And so we're extremely specialized. We only work with permanent makeup artists because we know sort of the market within permanent makeup. And the end goal of our system is we basically focus on direct results, right? So we don't just run ads to bring awareness. We actually integrate an entire backend system to make sure that you get appointments booked. Right. And so this is basically how I built it out for you. We utilize social media, so Instagram, Facebook, not just Facebook alone, but we do Instagram and Facebook to acquire leads, and we would basically do everything for you. I'd craft the marketing plan to basically show you what I'd be working on. I design everything, the creatives write the copy, craft the landing page that we would send the leads over to. And then the leads could either then book straight from the landing page, but we also have custom AIs that would not only contact them immediately, but also like basically try and book them in for an appointment and follow up with them consistently. As you said, like you kind of like the fact that you didn't have to do all the work. Well, basically AI does all the work. And so
I love AI. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
I have spoken that.
AI is amazing, and so that's why we use it. And so yeah, we have the landing page, and we have the AI that follows up with them. And so as you know, AI works 24/7. It's very effective if you use it well.
Right.
And I'm aware of how busy permanent makeup artists are. Obviously, you have all your other businesses, so I know how busy it is to manage all of that. And so I'm sure you don't dedicate that much time to really following up with leads or getting back to them, right?
I really haven't, and I was for a while, and then I haven't since I've been rebranding because I've been so busy with everything else. I've been just basically text messaging and emailing clients, and my problem is all my clients are in my Square, and I'm just trying to get rid of Square. However, I like Square only for their payment sections. because they have Afterpay and whatnot. So my clients have that option, which I feel is a very good option for people. Not a lot of people use it. Not a lot of people know about it. But I feel that they will, and they are, because it's getting bigger, like Klarna and Afterpay and Zezzle and Affirm and all those buy now, pay later deals, whatever. I feel like they're all just now starting to continue to grow, and people are starting to get more awareness. Kind of like a layaway deal at Walmart and Kmart or whatever back in the day. You're probably too young for that, but yeah.
No,
So people are learning about it. So I just didn't want to get rid of it. And then I was trying to find something that was just all in one, inclusive, blah, 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 blah. I just haven't been able to. So I'm just going to keep my website, going to keep Square and just keep it that way. And I'm going to stop looking around and stop this, that, and the other.
Okay. Well, honestly, Square works fine. I have another one of my clients who uses Square full time.
Yeah.
And honestly, as long as you give me like access to it, I can sort of look over everything, the times that you're available, and then obviously use the payment links so that the lead can sort of book it. So that's totally fine. It works. Square is perfect. And so, to be honest with you, Brett, I'm not even going to show you a presentation with testimonials from my clients.
I don't need that.
But what I'll do is I'll straight up just share my screen live to show you the ad performances and the chats that we ran for our clients. So let me just share my screen with you for that. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay, awesome. Let me just do that really quickly. For example, this is one of my clients, and in November 25, which was a few weeks ago, in one day alone, we got her around 17 leads. And so with our clients, the budget that we have usually is $30 per day. But that's to get insane results, right? So yeah, obviously 17 leads in one day is pretty crazy.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And so with that, we got her around 4 booked appointments within one day alone.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and so that was with obviously $30.
I mean, which is not bad.
Yeah, obviously. And so the ROI potential with that is already incredible, right? Because I actually have my client who prices her services at $600, so exactly like yours with the touch-up session. So in terms of ROI, spending $30 to potentially get like $1,200, it's insane. So that was just in one day. And then, for example, in this other place,
can I just ask what state or where they're at? That company?
What stage? Oh, she's
no, not stage, state, like state or country, where?
Oh, sorry. So she's in Arlington, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So and then I have another client who's I think it's in Chandler. She has a location in Chandler and Maricopa. So I sort of try and vary between 2 locations.
Okay.
Yeah, and so within the past 14 days as well, we got her 128 leads.
Jesus.
Yeah, and so that was with $300, right?
But that's worth that if you're getting those clients.
Yeah, that's the thing. And it's also in terms of the conversion as well. And because we have AI, because we have direct booking, within the last 14 days, we got her around, I think it was 13 bookings. So yeah, it's pretty worth her money. So $300.
That's all I want right there to start. I just want that.
So yeah, I can definitely help you out. That's the thing. And so, for example, with another client, this is one of my other clients' ad accounts. Within 2 days, we got her 13 leads. And so with that, I think around 2 booked. But yeah, overall,
hey, 2 out of 13 is good, because I've done advertising door to door, and I got 100. I got one client out of 100 doors.
Right. Yeah. So it's pretty I totally understand, but it's all about the back end system, right? And that's what we focus on. So we have a team of specialists who just handle Meta, who just bring in the leads, but the important part is the conversion. And that's what I focus on. That's what I have sort of my team focusing on. And so I know that bringing in just a bunch of leads means nothing without conversion. And so I know that this has worked, obviously, as I'm showing you. I can go over the chats, just a few chats to show you sort of how this has worked. So for example, over here, we had the AI.
I've seen those, yep.
Yeah, basically, just AI contact them, asking them for a fee. And at the end, she booked in, and that appointment is actually due in a few minutes. I'll have to follow my client on that. But yeah, she basically has that appointment in a few minutes, and it's as quick as that. They just pay in the deposit. I'm not sure if you take in deposits or if you're willing to do free
I only
consultations.
take deposits to hold their appointments, and then they can
Yeah.
reschedule if they need to, as long as they're in contact with me. I have
Mhm.
all of the policies and everything in place, but nobody ever wants to message me back to do the deposit. It's irritating as hell.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't like
Honestly.
no-shows, and I really hate cancellations. I can't
Mhm.
stand no-shows. I can do reschedules, not a huge deal.
Yeah. No, I totally understand that, and that's why we sort of we're really strict on like the deposit sort of system because obviously it's your policy, right? Personally, I think that free consultations would bring in more leads, but
Well, I
that's like
do.
per choice.
I do free consults. I'll do
Okay.
phone free consults. Like through
Okay.
a like we're doing now through Google Meet. So
Okay.
that's not an issue at all. Free consultations is never a problem. I'll even do an in person if they like have to do free, like in person. I'll do it, not a problem. The problem is generally they just want to come in and they just want to talk for 20 minutes, and then they want to sit there and they want me to map out their browse so that they can see the process. And then, a free consult then turns into hour and a half to 2 hours, and now it's just wasting my time because they didn't
Right.
book.
Hmm. Yeah, no, I totally understand that. And obviously, with a deposit, there's more intent, right? There's more intent, and
Right.
obviously, it's included in pricing. Um,
Right.
so yeah, and just a few last examples over here. Let me just go over it. So yeah, basically, hi Monica, da 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 da. Weekends are always better. Does that work? I sent her the deposit link, and she paid, and she showed up, and she got her brows done actually a few days ago, and then this was a sort of a longer conversation, but she booked in
Right.
for after New Year's for when because she's out on holiday right now, but she's booked
Yeah.
in, she's all good. And usually we really focus on the lead intake and obviously booking appointments. The follow up and basically the whole nurturing process, that's on your part, right? Because that's the whole like artist to customers sort of relationship. But our goal is to just bring people through the door and make sure they're as qualified as possible to book in for you. And so this is how the whole system looks like. I don't want to sort of overcomplicate you, but we focus on everything
No,
step
I'm
by step.
good. I know all
Yeah,
that stuff.
exactly. So
I have
it's
my
okay, no
degrees in, yeah.
worries. So yeah, but that's exactly basically how it has worked. What do you think?
I like it. Tell me pricing.
Yeah, so in terms of the pricing, basically we give you two options. We want to make it as flexible as possible. Um, as I said, we usually recommend $30 a day in ad spend. What would you say your budget is? Because we could do like $20 a day to start. Stick with that for a while, get you the first few clients before we actually bump it up.
I would just need something fixed to
Yeah, it's
start.
fixed, 100% fixed.
So, meaning, when do I pay? How do I pay? How often do I pay?
So it would be, for example, if you're looking to do $20 a day, I'm not sure how Meta usually handles that. In terms, it might be some like payouts every week or every 4 weeks. I can check that for you. I think
Okay.
my clients just pay every day, um, but it's completely fixed. It's a fixed amount.
Okay.
Okay. So what would you say your budget is really? Could we start with $20 and maybe bump it up later?
Um, I'm just trying to think because this month is just so difficult.
Yeah, no worries.
I mean, I think I can do, honestly, I don't think I can do 20 a day
Okay.
yet. At least not until after Christmas, only because with everything that I've spent with everything for Christmas and my business and this and the other, I literally am broke. So it's
No,
like,
yeah, totally.
and
I
then I
completely.
don't get my Social Security for another week and a half. So
Mhm, mhm.
I
Okay.
am broke until I go see my client in about a few minutes.
Okay, yeah, for sure. You know what we can do? Actually, it takes us about a week to set everything up because
Right? I
sort
know
of
that, yes.
yeah, exactly. So you don't need to worry too much about the aspect. We can sort of go over that. Obviously, get your money with the client with a few minutes, and then we could start with 15. That would work. If that's
Okay.
more comfortable for you, I can adapt to that and just try and maximize the ROI. And so, basically, in terms of investment, I would give you two options, right? And
Uh-huh.
that's basically the two options that I give to my clients. We could either do 1,500 per month and we guarantee 20 appointments in 30 days, or we refund you the difference. Or on the other hand, we could do a pay per appointment structure where you give me $300 deposit from today and then only pay 70 per appointment that I get you.
Say that one more time.
So we could either settle for a fixed retainer of 1,500, so 1,500 per month, and I guarantee at least 20 appointments in 30 days, or I refund you the difference.
Right.
Or we could do a pay per appointment structure where you give us $300 from today and then only pay $70 for every appointment that we get.
Oh, so I'd have to give you 300 today and then 70 per client after.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so it'd be 3 to start and then 70 per client after appointment. Honestly, if I had the 300 today, I'd do that.
Okay.
But the 1,500 a month, now when would that, is that due after I get the clients, or how does that work?
So no, it would be upfront, and then I would refund the difference, and that's why we obviously have the two options to make it more flexible for you.
Okay. Okay. I would probably do the pay per and do the 300 to start. I can't do it today. I can't.
Okay. Okay.
But I can as soon as I get my Social Security.
Okay. Do you know when that would be?
Yep, it'll be Saturday, not this Saturday, the next.
Okay. Okay.
I
Honestly,
know.
yeah, no worries. We can make that work, right? Obviously, I want to make sure that I can adapt to you.
Because if I could start getting clients come brand new right now, next year, like boom, right at the beginning, that would be great.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and I do absolutely think that I could help you. And so obviously, get your money from your Social Security. That's totally fine as long as we keep in touch.
I will be in touch with you every minute of every day, whatever you need me to do.
For sure. Yeah, we can definitely do that. And yeah, we'll keep in touch. Obviously, I'll adapt to your situation. I understand what it's like. And so yeah, we can definitely do that. So should we move on from there?
Yeah.
All right, amazing. So
I've added you to my calendar for when I get my money. So on the 21st, I get it early because it comes every fourth Wednesday of the month. So if it's a long month, I don't get my money for the end of the month.
Okay.
But so yeah, on the Saturday the 21st is when I can pay the 3.
Okay. Awesome.
And I've already got it in my calendar.
Okay. Great. So yeah, no worries. We can definitely keep in touch with that. And so yeah, we'll keep in touch through WhatsApp. You can ask me any questions at any time.
Okay.
So then when you fill in the invoice, I can basically get you on an onboarding call. I'll run you through everything, just get your information, understand more about your business, set up the calendar, set up everything, just make sure that's all working well.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't spend money on ads until 1 week after when I set up the full system and then showed you everything, get your confirmation. And but yeah, I would run you through all that on the onboarding call. And I guess we would just keep in touch through WhatsApp at the moment.
Okay, that's perfect.
Right.
Is there anything you can email me about this call today, or about the fees and all of that, just so I have it in writing and I can stick it in my business folder?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'll do that for you. 100%.
That would be great. And the name of your firm?
So yeah, I'm the owner. My name's Mava, and the agency's Vision X.
Vision X.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool.
Okay.
Where are you located?
I'm in Bangkok at the moment, pretty far.
Really?
Yeah.
What time is it there?
Like almost 1 a.m. to be honest.
I figured. Oh my God. No, I deal with my manufacturers. Some of them are in China, so I only talk to them at like 4 in the morning to 6:30 to 7 in the morning, and then now I don't talk to them again until about 6 o'clock at night. I'm like, dang it, I needed that question answered like 10 hours ago.
Yeah, no, that's fine though. I usually stay up late quite a lot, so probably around.
Yeah, a lot of your work's here.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, honestly, it was amazing talking to you. I'm glad that we're partnered up, and we'll stay in touch, and we'll get everything done.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you so much. We'll stay in touch.
All right. Thanks. Bye.